Hey YouTube, so just a second, let me turn this blaring Baofeng FM static box off so you guys can actually hear me. So what this video is going to be about is a little bit of a rant here in the beginning, so if you guys want to fast forward, I'll go ahead and I'll have that information in the description so you can see the different parts if you're impatient like me. If not, then here's the rant. Everyone, not everyone, but there seems to be a very large amount of people on YouTube, on Reddit, on Facebook, all over the internet who, for whatever reason, I guess have no belief in themselves, you know, because when they're telling me that I can't make money selling firewood, or I can't make this much money selling firewood, or I can't sustain this work tempo, whatever it is that they have to say, that just to me says that that's a reflection upon themselves, that they have no belief in themselves, that they have not done that, so they don't have that level of confidence, which is developed from that level of competence, which is developed from that level of experience, you know. And quick disclaimer for anyone who goes to jump down my throat, I'm not a professional. I'm not an arborist, I'm not a logger, I never claimed to be any of those things, and I'm not boasting about anything I'm doing here. The original intent was for me to try and learn about making videos. Admittedly, I suck at it. I've learned that along the way, and it was for me to have fun doing that, and hopefully to document the process of something I enjoy doing, which is cutting and selling firewood. You know, and I never claimed that I have the best way to do it that either, but you know, all that ranting to say this, for all you who don't believe that I can make money selling firewood, or that I can't do it without a truck, or that I can't do it without equipment, first off, I have a truck, I have equipment. I don't need to use it. I choose not to use it. And so if you want to go ahead and make the argument, well, he's going and he's making these videos and he's using his truck, or blah, 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 blah. Sure, go ahead and believe that, you know. Do I use my truck sometimes? Yeah. When the situation calls for it, but for the most part the situation doesn't call for it. I've designed my life to be conducive to free time. You know, I don't cut firewood because I need to survive. I cut firewood because I enjoy it and because I like cleaning up this land that I'm living on. So at any rate, what I got here today is just a bunch of kind of smaller sticks, you know, but they're dry, and then some wood that's probably partially rotten or mostly rotten. And so you know, as you can see here behind me, I've just been smashing these pieces up and piling them here, which my plan is to just go ahead and buzz through those with my saw and then turn them into firewood bundles. If people don't want to buy them, they don't have to buy them. I put them up there at the bundle box. People were stealing them last year, so I figured I'll put them up there and I'll let karma sort it out. I'm not going to try and hide a trail camera or do anything like that, but I'm also not going to put top quality wood up there either. So that's kind of what this is. That's what I've got going on today. I think I'm going to film a little bit more of that, just me kind of smashing this wood up, piling it up, show you guys kind of the process that I go through to make a pile of dead wood. You know, I believe that there are subtleties and technique to everything, and maybe my technique seems dumb. Maybe some of you wouldn't even consider it technique, but if you do, or if you get something from it, that's awesome. So at any rate, I think I'll probably hyperlapse some of it, regular speed some of it, and then maybe come in with some closing thoughts to hopefully give this whole babbling a little bit more direction. If you guys have been enjoying my videos, awesome, thumbs up to you. I love all you woodcutters, I love all you people, period, and I hope you guys are being safe out there and having fun. Alright, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Rocky boy, here we go. Looks like I stacked these up at some point. See if I can't get this puppy up on my shoulder here while holding the camera talking to you guys. There we go. Apologies in advance for whatever weird face I was making as I was doing that. I'm sure it was plenty weird. And I'm sure there's going to be someone out there saying, hey, that's dangerous. Or, hey, that wood's dead. It's not heavy. You know, again, I am just posting content that is basically an unscripted. Rocky, come here. Look at the deer running. Oh, you can't see him. Maybe you can. No, probably not. They almost got Rocky-tized. Or Rocky-tized, that's a new one. Rocky, stay close, buddy. Here we go. Another day, another log. You know how you clear out a forest? One tree at a time. At least that's how I'm trying to anyway. Not a forest, but this acreage of dead wood. But case in point here, let's see if there is a case in point, maybe not. Yeah, so we got all this rot, right? You know, and maybe 99% of you are like, why is he wasting his time ripping all that rot off and messing with that dead wood? Or I wouldn't sell that to my customers, or my customers wouldn't buy that. Well, I guess, you know, that's too bad, or whatever, you know. But there is good wood in here. How do I know? I guess that's how I know. I can't pull that off. Maybe I could, but not with one hand. And that's all I need. I don't need the best wood in the world for this. Again, we're selling roadside bundles. People buy them, they buy them. If they steal them, they steal them. Historically, they've stolen them more than bought them. So part of the reason I like to do this, toppling them, gives me an opportunity to rip the bark off, if there is any. Which will save me cleaning a mess later, preserve the wood a little longer if it is good, to keep that rot from forming between the bark and the tree. It'll allow me to see how much of the tree is rotten. And then lastly, when I topple it, if the tree is rotten, usually it'll break at the part that's rotten. If it's all rotten, it'll just bust into foam. This tree's actually not too bad. If you're wondering how I know that, it's a lot of things. It's a mixture between the weight, subtleties, and how easy or difficult it is for me to peel the bark off. Just the feel of it, the look of it up close. I'm going to smash it right on this rock. We'll see if it breaks. The sound that it made landing there wasn't super convincing, or super encouraging. Yep. You may have identified a rotten spot. See all that bark's coming off real easy right there? Yep. Little foamy there. I'm guessing that's just where it was touching the ground. That's the one spot where that bark's coming off real easy. Perfect, camera automatically adjusted. Relatively well. There we go. Houston, we have rot. But listen to how this limb snaps. You probably can't hear all that well, but it's deceiving. There's probably part of this that's good, but we're not going to play with that. I just want this part. No, this thing's not all rotten. Surprising amount of it certainly is, but it just goes to show I'm not always right with my initial assessments. I'm not sure anyone is. Thus the reason that I use that method. The old smasher down and breaker method. It's a goodie. Got another piece here. I'm thinking the rot starts right about there. So I'm gonna smash it right there. Yep. Hear the difference in how that twig snapped off? A little crispier down there at the end where it wasn't laying on the ground getting all soaked and rotten. You can even see that's where all that rot starts. Nature's recycler. Very efficient. This is more so just to demonstrate that part of this is good. I'm not crazy. Yep, there it is. And you can kind of see from that end some good wood in there. Bullseye. Rocky boy, what do you think, man? I think we just got good enough pile of What do you think, Rocky? Think we just about got a good enough pile of junk here to make some money off of? Oh. Works better when you have two hands, but you get the idea. Well, sun's starting to go down. I think me and Rocky Boy here got a sufficient pile of junk twigs, rot wood, whatever, to get to work on tomorrow. So we'll bring out the saw and... Rocky, hey! No. He's a runner. I don't see any deer though, so I think we're in good shape. But, yeah. Oh, look. I'm going to zoom in. We got some firewood customers here. They don't know we're over here, but we'll take a little video. So we actually have a wood customer over there right now. I don't want to spook them off, but we'll come over here so you guys can see the wood box. There's the wood box. You can barely see it. And there's the customer parked on the side of the road, leaving happily with some bundles. Goodbye, wood customer. So, moment of truth. I guess it's only appropriate that we show the truth. That is the nature of what I'm trying to do with this channel. Organic and unscripted looks at my daily life. We put the wood up there earlier. We're in the middle of showing you guys how we make the wood that we put up there and describing why we put what wood we put up there. If that made any sense. And we had someone come along. Maybe they took some, maybe they didn't. Maybe they left some money, maybe they didn't. We're about to find out. Maybe they saw me approaching from the woods and were like, oh no, we shouldn't steal from this thing. That guy's coming. I don't know. The suspense is building. So, just looking at it from here, looks like hardly any's gone. So either they were incredibly honest, just took a small amount, put a few dollars in, or they were like, we'll just take a little bit and not pay. Rocky, you gotta stop coming over. Hey, no, sit, Rocky. Voila! They were incredibly good and honest. Those people do exist in the world. And that just goes to show that you can make money selling firewood roadside out of this stuff that... Rocky, come on, man. Rocky, you are not listening today. He's not listening today. Come on, Rocky, hurry up. Hey, I need you to listen, Rocky. But at any rate, there you guys have it. Hopefully maybe some of you will find this video a little bit interesting, or it'll inform your ideas about roadside firewood sales. Come on, Rocky. Yeah, incredibly nice of those people though. Only took a few pieces and left me $5. So honor system, sometimes it works out great. Sometimes people take the whole box and they leave you nothing. That's kind of why I'm putting the wood there. You know, I put a little bit of a variance too. There's a couple real nice pieces in there with every box full. Mostly though, it's you know, it's not incredibly great, which really, you know, I don't think is any huge problem anyway, because if you're a camper, you probably want to modulate the heat, modulate your fire. You know, when I say modulate, I mean control how fast it's burning and how long it's burning. It's not like you're trying to stay warm with your wood stove in the middle of the winter. So sometimes having some pieces that are a little bit pithy really isn't the worst thing. That way you don't got to be sitting by the fire till it goes out, or trying to drink 5 bottles of water to take a big enough piss to put it out. Why would you drink bottles of water to take a piss when you could just pour the bottles of water on it? Well, then you would not have stood the benefit of getting hydrated in the process. Cody out.